Hello, friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Sew with Fakhra. Friends, if you want to sew a simple yet professional trouser that is comfortable to wear and looks just like a ready-made one, then today's video is very special for you. Did you know that a trouser can be made without side seams? Yes, friends. Today we will learn the complete stitching of this without side seam elastic waist trouser. Friends, many of you requested in the comments that I should also show the stitching of this trouser. So on your demand, today I am sharing this complete stitching video. Friends, there is also a special tailoring trick in today's video that I will share with you. So make sure to watch the video till the end, because one point is very important. So let's get started. Friends, first of all, we will fold the bottom of the trouser in half like this. Have a look. Now we will sew a stitch along this fold. Friends, before stitching, make sure that the bottom is folded on the wrong side of the fabric. Now, in the same way, we will stitch the other bottom as well. All right, now fold the trouser inside out so that the front side is facing upward. Fold the bottom like this. Then fold this part over in the same way. Friends, by doing this, when we turn the bottom right side out, the seam allowance will become invisible. Now, friends, we will sew the inseam. Normally, when stitching a shalwar, the flat seam is sewn first, and then the inseam. But in this trouser, we will sew the inseam first and the flat seam afterward. And this is the important trick that I mentioned at the beginning. Now we will stitch the other leg in the same way. Start by making a lock stitch, then sew carefully along the marked line. Stop stitching when you reach the crotch, and finish with a back stitch. Now, friends, we will sew the flat seam. Place both back panels of the trouser together so that the inner sides are facing each other and the upper side is on the wrong side. Now start stitching with about a ½ inch seam allowance. Make sure to do a lock stitch at the beginning. Continue stitching smoothly until you reach the crotch. At this point, fold this seam allowance like this, both from the bottom and the top. This seam allowance should not get caught inside the stitching. And this is the important point that I wanted to explain. If this seam allowance gets trapped inside the seam, the trouser will pull and create wrinkles when you wear it. Friends, this is the special tailoring trick that I mentioned at the beginning. This is one of the signs of a professionally made ready-made trouser. The crotch area stays smooth without any pulling. Now continue stitching until the end. Friends, if you are really finding this video helpful, please like the video and show your support. And if you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe and become a part of our family, because your one like and one subscription encourage us to create more helpful videos. Finish the seam with a back stitch. Friends, up to this point, our without side seam trouser has taken its complete shape. Now we will insert the elastic into the waistband. Take a look. The total waist measurement is 26 inches. The elastic I have is not very stretchable, so I am cutting it about 1 inch longer. Now, friends, we will join the elastic in a professional ready-made style. Many people simply overlap the elastic ends and stitch them together, but we will not do that. We will take a 1-inch strip of fabric, place the elastic inside it, fold the fabric over, and stitch it to make the elastic joint. Look, friends, the elastic joint is now neat, clean, and very strong. Now we will mark the elastic into 4 equal sections. The first mark here, the second one directly opposite, and then fold it again to mark the remaining 2 sides. Friends, these marks may not be clearly visible in the video, so I am making them darker with a marker so that you can see them easily. Now place one mark at the front, another at the back seam, and the remaining 2 at the side folds. The benefit of doing this is that the elastic will be distributed evenly around the waist, and the gathers will look neat and professional. Now start stitching along the edge of the elastic. Stretch the elastic with both hands like this, and keep stitching. Complete the entire waistband in one continuous stitch. Now fold the elastic inside and stitch along the edge. Keep stretching the elastic while stitching so that the fabric remains flat, and complete the entire waistband. Now sew one more stitch through the center of the elastic and complete the full round. Friends, if you have not watched the cutting video for this trouser yet, I will add its link in the description box. You can also follow the card appearing at the top of the screen. Watching that video first will make the stitching process much easier to understand, step by step. Friends, with this, our trouser is now complete. Now we just need to finish the bottom. For the bottom hem, we will use hemming tape. If you prefer, you can also stitch it with a sewing machine. So let me quickly apply the hemming tape, press the trouser, and show you the final look. And here it is, friends, the final look of the trouser. It looks so neat, clean, and professional. The crotch joins are perfectly aligned, and the bottom finish is beautifully clean. If you liked this method, please like the video and support my work. For more professional tailoring videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Sew with Fakhra. See you in the next video with a new topic. Goodbye.